Roses take over Life in Bloom with arrangements, beverages, and even a parade. I'll visit the largest grower in the world of cut garden roses. I'll visit my friend Kristin, who shows me how to make rose water for cocktails. We'll learn even more about our national flower and also tips to successfully plant a rose bush in the garden. I'm Jay Schwanke. Welcome to Life in Bloom. You can complain because roses have thorns, or you can rejoice because thorns have roses. We all know that roses are the universal symbol for love and romance, the preferred flower for our special Valentine, or the obsession for many a gardener. But what do we really know about the history of the rose? This popular flower has a long and storied past, one that, according to fossil evidence, began 35 million years ago. The cultivation of roses dates back around 5,000 years, and it's believed to have begun in China. The Romans used petals as confetti and had large public rose gardens. Roses haven't always symbolized love. The War of the Roses during the 15th century found each side using a different colored rose to symbolize their faction. Modern-day roses were cultivated in the late 18th century in Europe and have only grown in popularity since then. Today on Life in Bloom, we'll be exploring the many faces of our beautiful national flower, the rose.
At Alexander Farms, we only grow cut garden roses.
How many varieties of roses do you grow?
Well, we've just reached our 50th variety of cut garden rose for the market. It's been 10 years in the search of this many varieties. We've got varieties from all over the world, from England, from France, Germany, Holland, Denmark, even Japan.
Do you have any idea how many stems you grow a year?
Yes, I know exactly how many stems we grow a year. We're producing and selling over 300,000 stems a week.
You guys have garden roses for people 24/7.
Yeah, we're actually entering into our 12th year, and we're happy to say that we're able to have 20 hectares of garden roses for the commercial cut rose market.
So that makes you the biggest garden rose farm in the world.
We are by far the largest garden rose grower in the world. It's very hard to find good quantities of any of these varieties in the market, but we are lucky to have them.
You're also working the sustainability into this whole thing. You've got integrated pest management, the little bags.
Yes. We've had to develop different techniques to treat different things in an integrated pest management way. Those little bags are medical quality weaves that are a part of our integrated pest management system. What they do is they're a physical barrier that doesn't allow neither botrytis nor pests to get to the sweet tasting petals. We wash them and we even sew them here at the farm. And it's our way of not using pesticides to keep the flowers healthy.
So the people are also part of this.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have rose-loving people. I mean, everything is done by hand. We sow by hand, we graft by hand, we harvest by hand, we bunch by hand, we grade by hand, and we pack by hand. By rose-loving people, and that's what makes it special.
What do you like best about growing flowers in Colombia?
Well, Colombia is the perfect weather for rose growing. We've got warm days and cool nights at a 2,550 meter elevation above sea level, which is the perfect conditions for growing roses. The entire savanna shares those characteristics.
What do you like best about working with flowers?
Well, the beauty is overwhelming of the product we grow. The colors, the fragrances, the textures, it's just phenomenal. But I have to say that the people that I have relationships with, it's a wonderful industry to be in. You're surrounded by beauty everywhere. Your product is a gift that makes everybody happy. It's just luck that I'm here, and I'm just really happy that I've landed in this great industry.
Let's look at different ways to arrange fragrant garden roses. So part of changing the mindset for beautiful garden roses away from wedding to every day is how we arrange them. Here's some great examples. Whether you cut them short and have the little buds popping out, or if we have them long stemmed. I love this vase because it's got the gold band, but I can still see those beautiful stems inside. And having the variation of textures of those open buds and blossoms is beautiful. These are bound together so they drop down in one piece and secure themselves into the vase together as a group. It's not always a dozen either. I only needed 6, a little hypericum and some green ball dianthus, and I have a beautiful arrangement. So I thought I would share a fun way to use 12 for a beautiful everyday arrangement that you could set on a coffee table or have as a centerpiece or bring as a gift to someone when you go to their house. It's about the way that we design it. With a traditional dozen roses, we would generally leave the stems long and have foliage or a bow, things like that. But when we're looking at an everyday arrangement, we want to cluster the heads of these beautiful roses together. So I'm simply pulling off the leaves and making sure that the stems cluster together in my hands. I'm creating a tripod shape with a flower at the top, 4 around the center, and 7 around the bottom. In between, I'm mixing this beautiful fairy grass and bunny tail. The texture of the fairy grass and the bunny tail looks great with those beautiful open roses. Once we've got them all gathered together and we've pulled all the foliage off, I want to make sure that we cut it to the appropriate length for inside the vase. We're going to cut it short, and then we'll bind it together using bind wire. Bind wire is a craft paper covered wire. We'll wrap it around where I was holding the stems in my hand, securing it tightly so that those stems will stay together. That way, we're making a single placement into the vase rather than 12 separate ones that could fall out. The stability of this bouquet is going to hold it in place. Our final greenery is 2 pieces of umbrella foliage. I've just cut those separately because the umbrella foliage lasts so long, I may be able to use it for another arrangement later. We simply drop it into the vase, and we're done. Beautiful flowers, fast and easy. A couple of years ago, I was invited to film behind the scenes of the famous Rose Parade in California. Let's take a look at what goes into making those beautiful creations you see every year.
We're at Fiesta Floats. There are 10 or 12 huge floats being constructed right now, row after row after row, thousands of roses, each one being individually vialed so it can be placed on its appropriate float, providing a water source for the entire parade route. How many people will work on this float?
We've had quite a few hundred.
Wow.
Every shift that we have, we get about 40 people, and we have 2 shifts per day. So we're getting at least 80 people. Some come back that were here earlier in the week, but most of them are first timers.
And they're volunteers.
They're all volunteers.
And every inch of the float is covered with a botanical material then,
Yes.
correct?
And it's not dyed or processed in any way. It's its natural form.
From a floral aspect, we don't see black flowers, so what's
No.
covering the cat?
The cat is covered in onion seed.
Onion seed, which is black.
Yeah.
And is that
Naturally
what
black.
also goes along here too?
Yes, so everything that's black is onion seed.
And
Yeah.
onion seed is tiny.
It's tiny and it likes to roll off easily. So you have to put a lot of glue, and the cat itself has 2 coats.
Some of the arrangements, as you can see, have like thousands of placements. I mean, you'll
Yeah.
have like 300 roses, 400 birds of paradise. I mean, you know, stories.
How do you get all that stuff into
Oh.
one block of foam?
Those wonderful designer blocks,
Yeah.
chicken wire, and bus tubs, and then you pray. No, it really,
I see
it
you
really
go up to an
is.
arrangement that I think is done, and then you
I
got a
know.
whole bucket, and you're adding more.
Of course, it's impact, it's groupings, because when you see them on camera, it makes such a difference. You know, you
Oh, yeah.
really viewing them. You can't do that salt and pepper look where you do onesie twosies.
Oh,
So you have to do mass groupings of
impact
color.
of color.
That's what it's all about.
I do around to do special effects and doing details and making the faces and bodies of the animals and people.
Now tell me about the face too,
Okay,
because there's
well,
so much detail.
Oh
there.
yeah, and then this is the angel hair
Okay.
grass, and this is crushed rice
Oh,
in
wow.
here.
The little detail
lentil.
in its eyes and everything,
Yeah,
Modesto.
that's
it's-
why that's the winterberry
Oh, okay.
to get the little that winterberry. Yeah, you'll see them on
Only
the.
you would think of this. So you are chairman of Indonesia. Is
I'm
the
the
float?
floral director of Indonesia, yes.
You said there's more flower detail on this float.
There is. We have a lot of weaving going on because of the intricate weaving that they do in Indonesia, and
Wow.
braiding and those kind of things.
How long have you been working on this thing?
The floats have been built since May. They start building them in May.
Okay.
They work all during May, June, July, and then the flowers, the dried material starts the first week in November. And every weekend, November
Oh,
and December,
okay.
they do dry materials. And then the fresh materials started this week, right after Christmas.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
gonna apply moms to the float.
Okay.
So we're gonna start over here in the processing. They're gluing, but right before that, they're gonna pop the heads off.
Okay.
And it's simply just put your thumb in and you go, oh, popped.
Because you don't want anything left on the back
No.
side. You want it off completely
So
so
it's
that it
smooth.
lays flat.
Yes. Yeah. This is actually the camera side of the float. When the float is going down on parade day, this is the side that you will see on TV. So no added pressure to make your moms good, Jay. To make your moms look good.
Okay.
You don't have to have them overlap, but
Okay.
I don't want to see a gap.
Because every inch of the
Yes.
float has to be covered with
Yes.
flowers. Okay.
So I just want it petal to petal. You don't want to push down straight in the middle because it pushes the calyx,
Okay.
and then all the petals will fall off, and then you'll be really sad.
Right, because then you have to go back and change it.
Yeah. So here's your mom.
Okay.
And remember,
Oh, and I see the glue.
Yeah, you
Okay.
see the glue around it, and just very gently. And I would hold it down. That looks
Your moms
great.
are looking great.
That looks great.
Is that
Jay.
good?
Yeah.
You guys have so much
on
more work to
parade
do.
day, when you see this side, you're like, oh, I decorated that section.
Right
It'll be
there.
on camera side. This I
section.
did.
Why do you think flowers are so important?
All you have to do is look at somebody's face. People walk in here. We had visitors through here today. We had 1,200 people come through here earlier today on tours. To see them walk into this facility and just to look at this and see the expression, it's worth every moment of suffering. I buy more roses and give to America on New Year's Day than anyone else, and it makes a lot of people happy and a lot of people filled with joy and sets it off for a new year.
We all know roses are beautiful to look at and smell, but rose as an ingestible has many known benefits. Our favorite being that it's a mood enhancer. We found a way to incorporate rose water into a lovely cocktail. So we're at Terra GR, which is in the historic Kingsley building in Easttown, Grand Rapids. And you are a farm-to-table, all locally sourced restaurant.
That's right.
You created this cool drink.
Yes. It's the Pillow Talk cocktail, inspired by Valentine's Day, but sticks around all year long.
You and I have a common interest in gardening and also cocktails.
Yeah.
And so...
Mostly cocktails.
Mostly. And this one has rose water in it.
Yes. Homemade rose water.
Okay.
We have a cup of dried organic rose petals that we steep in 4 cups of hot water. So you just bring your water to a boil, add in your rose petals, and then to that mix we add a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. The citric acid is not usually like a pantry ingredient, but all it's going to do in this recipe is preserve and keep the color a little bit more vibrant.
I love it because look at how pretty it is.
Yep. So without the citric acid, this is still beautiful and delicious, but it's just going to be a little bit darker in color.
Okay.
And then you'd want to use it probably in the next, day or 2 without the citric acid. With the citric acid, it lasts
for
a
a
good
longer
week
shelf
or
life.
2. Yes,
Okay,
100%.
awesome. Okay.
Yep.
This also has pink peppercorn syrup in it.
Yes.
And you kind of created this as well.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
and
It's one of my
sugar.
favorite parts of the cocktail. Yep. It is 2 cups of sugar and then 4 cups of hot water.
Okay.
And then you add 2 tablespoons of crushed pink peppercorns. So you just smash up these guys, add them to your sugar water solution, and then let it steep for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you just give her a strain, and then it's all set for your cocktail.
Wonderful. So, shall we make one of these?
Yes, and then drink it. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Perfect. So you're gonna add 1.5 ounces of your favorite gin.
Okay.
And then we take a 1/2 ounce of our peppercorn simple syrup that we just made.
Awesome.
And then we take a 1/2 ounce of our rose water.
That's so pretty. The
It gives
color's
it
so
a really pretty
beautiful.
color, and then you get that floral taste from the gin and from the rose water.
Great.
And then you take a 1/2 ounce of your lime juice. And then we take some ice, and then we give her a good shake. This is the fun part. I guess
This is what you're
drinking
so
it
good
is
at.
the more fun part. And then we just strain it into our martini glass.
Oh, pretty.
And then you can garnish it with whatever you'd like.
I brought organic roses for you today.
Perfect.
These are from my garden. Because I want it to be flowery.
So we could do petals, we could do the whole thing, but I like the whole flower, so we can just set it right in there.
I know, right?
Now she's ready to drink.
How pretty is that? Okay, so we've got rose and peppers together.
Yep. Romantic and fun.
It is. I mean, they talk about roses being a mood enhancer, and I see how, because it tastes like a rose smells, but then there's that little peppercorn, and I don't want to say bite because it's not a bite, it's just a little sensation.
Yeah, adds some good depth to the cocktail.
Right. That's so good, and it's so beautiful. Aw, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate it. So, we have a little tradition here at Life in Bloom, and because you created this beautiful cocktail for us, and you're my wonderful flower friend, I have a flower crown for you to wear today.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know, right? We have dahlias, we've got hydrangeas, we've got all kinds of fun stuff. Does it fit you?
It does. It's actually got some weight to it.
I know, right? Because it should have some heft, right? But here's the thing I love. When you put a flower crown on, everybody smiles, everybody laughs, everybody gets excited because you're wearing flowers on your head, And it's just part of a life in bloom. There you go. Nice. Ah, so sweet. Thank you again
You're
for sharing
welcome.
this with us.
Thank you.
We're used to seeing hybrid tea roses, but there are also different types of roses. Garden roses are extremely popular today. They have a high petal count and lots of fragrance. There's also green eye roses that have a mutation that looks like a green eye in the center of the rose blossom. Spray roses are a unique variety where miniature roses are allowed to spray out on a stem. And they're a wonderful value because you get many rose blossoms on a single stem. There's the lace variety with frilly petals, or gem variety, where the flowers look almost like diamonds or rubies on the end of the stem. The rose is the national flower of England, Honduras, Iran, Poland, Romania, and the United States. So, don't get me wrong, I'm a rose hobbyist. I'm not a professional rose grower, but I enjoy it. And I like having roses in the garden. My great-grandfather grew roses in our greenhouses, so I like to have some of that rose action going on in my yard. The other thing is I choose varieties that have a strong fragrance so that I can use them for cooking. I grow them organically, so that's important to me as well. And so I'm adding a new rose bush today. We've got about an 18-inch hole, that's 18 inches deep and 18 inches wide. I've saved a little bit of the soil, and I've added some organic fertilizer directly to that soil. I've got a good base down inside there. Now, we'll unearth our rose and place it down inside there. If I have a little bit left, I can sprinkle it around the outside when I'm finished. So the rose I've selected today is a Julia Child rose. I thought it was fitting to have a Julia Child rose in our garden. It's her signature style, and it's a beautiful yellow rose. Has a light fragrance too, which is great. So what we'll do is we'll just break up a little of this on the bottom. So that we've got those beautiful, healthy roots exposed. I like to create a little reservoir around the bottom, so it's a little bit lower, right around the neck of the plant. That way, when it rains or I water, that water is going to be channeled down to the roots. It can get dry in Michigan in the summertime, and it's always great to have that reservoir helping make sure there's plenty of water for the plant. So now, we'll water it in. It's going to help the transplanted flower. And see, notice how that settles into that reservoir very nicely and doesn't run off. Another part I love about rose gardening is deadheading. It goes along with any garden plant. There's something therapeutic about removing the spent blossoms or the buds, and that allows a more profusion of buds to take place. So we want to make sure that we take off these deadheads that are out here. You could also leave them if you wanted to, if you wanted them to be decorative in the fall, but getting rid of them in the summer is going to allow more blooms to come on. And now, here's the reason that I have the roses. I always like to bring a few blossoms in the house too. So we'll take one of these brand new Julia Child roses and put it in a vase inside. Roses can inspire both in and out of the vase. We hope you'll incorporate this national treasure into your daily life. For Life in Bloom, I'm Jay Schwanke. See you next time.
And then you have something that looks just like this.
Do you add sugar to this?
Yeah, didn't I say that?
No. Okay, so we'll go back.
That's because it's out of my look.
That's right, okay.
Water, sugar. Okay.
So. You're so cute.
What is your favorite? So,
Hold on.
my favorite is like,
Hold.
jeez guys,
I know.
the talent is ready now.
I know.
I'm going back to my trailer until you guys are ready.
Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom is filmed in Grand Rapids, Michigan.